Okay, guys, example number 4 says on January the 4th, 2003, I don't know if they say Soho because I'm sure it stands for something other than south of Hudson, which is the Soho district in Manhattan. Okay, but they named it. I'm sure it's an acronym and it stands for something, but we'll just call it the Soho spacecraft. Detected solar wind traveling at about 2 million kilometers per hour. Man, you better batten down the hatches if the wind speed is 2 million kilometers an hour. Is that Mr. Cortez hanging horizontally from that flagpole? That's him. The sun is about 150 million kilometers from Earth. About how long did it take the solar wind to reach Earth? Give your answer in hours and minutes. Now, I don't recall any winds picking up. I'm joking, guys. Solar winds are much different. And you'd have to ask Miss Murphy to explain more to you about that. Um, okay, so how would I figure this out? How do you think I'd figure this out? It's really not an equation. I can just do some computation. What would you do, um, Albert? I'm sorry. Mm-hmm. I could use 150 and 2, so I can just drop off the millions, right? And we'll answer in millions. Okay. And so what would I do with that 150 and 2? So 150 divided by 2, and that equals, just to let you guys know, 75. So if it goes 2 million kilometers per hour, and the sun's 150 million kilometers from Earth, how long would that take us? Well, let's see. This is 150 million kilometers. I'll just write km, and then 2 km per hour. Okay. All right, so what does that mean? How long does it take us? They said answer in hours and minutes, but what? Don't let me confuse you with this. Was sort of me thinking out loud. Sorry. What does that 75 mean? No, it's still going 2 million kilometers per hour, right? Guys, I want you to get used to this. Distance equals rate times time. Yes? They gave us a distance. They said it's 150 million kilometers. They gave us a rate, which was 2 million kilometers per hour. What we wanted to know is the time, right? So how do I get rid of that 2 that's next to the t? Fritz? How do I get rid of the 2 that's next to the t? We did it. That's right. I divide both sides by 2 to get rid of the 2, right? So then I've got t, which stands for time, equals 75. But 75 what? It says time, so it's got to be hours, days, months, minutes, seconds. What is it, Fritz? Not 75 million hours, remember? This is just going to be 75 hours. Okay? 75 hours. You know what? They should have said give your answer in days and hours, right? Because that would be 3 days, 3 hours, I think. But they didn't say that. So it took us 75 hours. Armand. Okay. Or 4,500 minutes, Armand said. Thank you, sir. Guys, good job. You're ready for your homework.